Eric, we're in a scholarship push for these next several days between now and the end of the month. And we've been walking through 5 key attributes or aspects of our DNA at Ellerslie. We've talked about majesty. In the last one, we talked about fearlessness, and the fact that culture is wrapped up in fear and anxiety, and yet we are to walk in faith and fearlessness. Today, we want to talk about almost an outflow of that reality of not walking in fear. You want to talk through what we mean by this idea of joy?
Yeah, because technically, I think, you call it joy. Technically, I think the way we mapped it out for this little series is we called it laughter.
Yeah.
Now, I understand joy is a lot easier to explain biblically, and it's a great word. But what that is it's like there's a propulsion that the Spirit of God has given us, and it goes upward like a spring or a geyser. And when you, as a believer, come to Christ, it's like this gate valve is attached to you, and this pipeline from heaven is given you, and it's packed full of joy. It's packed full of capital L life. And so when you obey, it's like turning the gate valve, and it comes up inside of you, and it pushes up. And so all the things God is always telling us to do, like rejoice, that's an upward movement. Laugh is an upward movement. Believe is an upward movement. And leap for joy is actually one of the terms given in Scripture. I mean, that's an upward movement. The devil is in the business of downward movement. Depression is a downward push. Despair is a downward push. Discouragement is a downward push. This environment, we do a lot of laughing. And I think that surprises a lot of people that come in because it's like, these guys are very serious about Jesus and his word. And we are.
Which is true, yeah.
We are very serious about the church being the church, Jesus Christ getting his due. However, we serve a God who created us to laugh and to go up. And so a smile is an upward turn. A frown is a turn down. I'm not going to frown my way through my Christian life. And this entire environment is like a big smile. We laugh a lot. You and I laugh a lot. In fact, our first video in this series, we had to retake it. I think it was like 3 or 4 times because you and I were laughing too much. It was too much. Like James in the back was like, hey, guys, it might be a little too much, right? And
it was a little zany.
A little too zany.
But it was delightful for us.
And that's our life, though, is we have a lot of fun while living seriously for Jesus Christ.
Yeah, and I love that about our environment where we take the word, we take discipleship, we take Jesus so seriously, and yet it is a very life-giving environment. It's full of joy and laughter. I love that about what we're doing.
Who wouldn't want to be here doing a lot of laughing with Nathan and Eric?
That's right. And we've said this before, but there is a big difference between watching videos online, which is really good, it's really helpful, but actually being here. There's something that's caught that's not taught. And one of those, in my mind, is just that idea of joy and laughter in the midst of the Christian life. No matter what we're facing, we can actually do it with a smile on our face.
Amen.
So Stephen, thank you for that example. And just as a reminder for those listening, if you would love to experience a training here on this campus and walk through discipleship with us, we'd love for you to consider joining us. We're going to away 10 full ride scholarships between now and the end of February. We'd highly encourage you to sign up for one of those. There's a link in the description below this video, and hopefully we'll see you here in a few months.